Okay, we're going to open the Contract Administration Board meeting for February 12th, 2024 at 4:05 p.m. In attendance today, we have our Deputy County Executive, Mike McLaughlin, our Chairwoman of the Albany County Legislature, Joanne Cunningham, and myself, Albany County Clerk Drew Sidney. I'd now like to entertain a motion to accept the meeting minutes for January 8th of 2024. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? That motion is carried. All right, first on the agenda today, we have contract number 2024-1603. Department is the Sheriff. The vendor is Audio Video Corp., 213 Broadway, Manans, New York, 12204. The estimated amount is $80,960. The estimated term is 1/8/2024 to 3/31/2024. And the scope of service to install large display screen and video control equipment in the Emergency Operations Center in Clarksville. It is 100% county funded, and the estimated amount is $80,960. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Isn't it state funded?
State. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Right. 100% state funded.
Tina Harris for the Sheriff's Office. This is equipment that is necessary for the 911 Emergency Operations Center in Clarksville. It is grant funded 100% for New York State for $80,960.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? It's carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 2024-1652. Department is Sheriff. Vendor is Polaris Sales Inc., 2100 Highway 55, Medina, Minnesota, 55340. The estimated amount is $49,664.96. The estimated term is 3/1/24 to 2/28/25. It's the purchase of 2 UTVs for the Sheriff's Emergency Management Unit, and this is 100% county funded.
Tina Harris from the Sheriff's Office. This is to purchase 2 UTVs, Polaris Sales. It's a Sourcewell contract. These vehicles will be used to help officers respond to areas that are hard to get with regular vehicles. And the total cost is $49,664.96.
Comments, questions? Any motion? Okay. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried. Next, contract number 2024-1660. Department is Correctional Facility. The vendor is Brino Hawking Associates Inc., 1304 Route 9, Castle, New York, 12033. Estimated amount is $28,700. Estimated term is 2/15/24 to 2/14/25. And scope of service is concrete restoration and repairs to the kitchen and storeroom areas located at the correctional facility. This is 100% county funded. And now open the floor for comments and questions.
For the correctional facility, there is emergency deemed to be an emergency. The law department has blessed us with an emergency contract and it's been submitted. We have some concrete issues that need repairs immediately.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is carried.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda, contract number 2024-1614. Department is Board of Elections. Vendor is Port Orange Press Inc., 11 Sand Creek Road, Albany, New York, 12205. Estimated amount is $99,000. The estimated term is 1/26/24 to 5/12/24. The scope of service, the Board of Elections is seeking a contract for the printing and processing of vote-by-mail absentee optical scan ballots to be used in their voting machine scanners in primary and general elections. It's 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments and questions.
We're seeking approval for this contract with Port Orange Press, piggybacking off a contract from Rockland County in order to have our optical scan ballots and early vote by mail, which is new this year. So we're expecting a big increase in the number of ballots we need to produce and get out to the electorate, and we're looking for approval.
Further comments or questions?
So is this a whole different technology we're using, or a different system, or?
We said, Kathy, you weren't here in 2020, right?
I wasn't.
We did successfully do this with Fort Orange in 2020 because there's suddenly this astronomical amount of ballots that have to be processed and mailed. And it's just beyond the scope of ability of our office unless you hire additional people. So we found this is much more cost effective. And what's nice about this is not only is Fort Orange an Albany County company, but they actually use trackers on the machines to ensure that they're correct. It's a barcoded system, and they ensure that it matches from the ballot style to the envelopes, from the outer envelope to the inner envelope. So they have cameras on their system that do this. They're successfully used by all the large counties in the state. In addition to that, they are actually cheaper through this contract than probably what we paid the last time, which I found, obviously, to be a benefit to us. I'm sure you will too. But they also have a tracking system on it through USPS. So we can actually say to them, on what day was John Smith's ballot mailed, and they can tell us it was mailed on such and such date and delivered on such and such date. So yeah, this is actually highly advanced technology that was repeatedly used. We used them in previous elections, and it was very successful.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Carried, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract number 2024-1647. Department is the Hall of Records. Vendor is the New York State Industries for the Disabled. 11 Columbia Circle Drive West in Albany, 12203. The estimated amount is $72,218.21. The estimated term, 1/31/24 to 12/31/24. The scope of service will be the preparation, digitization, and indexing of Albany County Declaration of Intention volumes as per the plan established by the 2024 Local Government Records Management Improvement Fund. And this is 100% state funded. And now open the floor for comments and questions.
Ricardo Wright Ramos and Greg Carlson, Hall of Records. So we recently received a grant working in tandem with the Village of Manans for a shared services project. This grant is looking to digitize and index records for both the Village of Manans and Albany County, and then store them on our digital records management content system and make them available to employees of both Village of Manans and Albany County as needed so that they can be provided to the public. So this contract covers the Albany County portion of that digitization project.
So other communities wanted in, is that possible?
Absolutely. We've worked already with the Town of Colony, Town of Guilderland, City of Albany. We have one coming up later this year with City of Waterville. And then we're absolutely open to working with any other municipality within Albany County. We hope to get everybody in. That's the goal.
Actually, the city of Albany, we had 2 grants that we run to get done.
Bethlehem, let's have a conversation. Let's get it started.
Yeah, we got a lot of people knocking at the door. It's sort of a big shared service, try to have all the municipalities in Albany County. It's slow but steady.
Yep.
That's my goal, is to overall get to every single municipality involved. We can only do them one at a time. So it makes it, it takes quite a few years in order to reach out to everybody. So we're currently working with the Town of Guilderland to finish their project, and we are again reaching out to Manans, Waterville, and again 2 years we'll reach out. So
I'd like to see the hill towns represented, some of the hill towns that you have.
It goes fast.
Yes, absolutely.
And we've been fortunate that we've had some good grant writers at the Albany County Hall of Records. We've been awarded all the grants. Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion.
Motion?
Second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 2024-1648. Department is the Hall of Records. The vendor is New York State Industries for Disabled, 11 Columbia Circle Drive West, Albany 12203. Estimated amount is $49,509.80. Estimated term is 1/31/24 to 12/31/24. and is the preparation, digitization, and indexing of Village of Manans vital records and payroll records as per the plan established by the 2024 Local Government Records Management Improvement Fund. This is 100% state funded. I now open the floor for comments and questions.
Ricardo Wright Ramos and Craig Carlson again. Yep, so this is the same project. This contract covers the Village of Manans portion of the digitization and indexing of everything.
Right. So even though the Village of Manans, we still have to oversee the entire project, which is why everything comes to us here at the CAM Contract Administration for approval.
Yep.
So there's a grant on both sides?
It's the same grant,
Just
split exactly
Split.
$75,000 per participating municipality.
The maximum amount you can apply for is
So
$150,000.
what is
For this particular.
Motion?
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 2024-1653, Departments of Hall Records. Vendor is Gimmel LLC, 10505 Town and Country Way, Houston, Texas, 77024. The estimated amount is $51,776. The estimated term is 12/20/23 to 12/19/24. The scope of service is Gimmel LLC has designed and created the Albany County Hall Records Physical Content Management System. This allows for the management of our physical records, collection at the hall records. It also provides for the service and training of the software and the cost of online licensing. This is 100% county funded.
Ricardo Wright Ramos and Craig Carlson. This is our physical content management system, everything in terms of physical records at the Hall of Records. We use this to track inventory, track who has checked out items. Everybody in the county that has the authority to request items uses this as well to request records be delivered to them and also to request them to be picked up and brought back. This contract also covers the cloud storage and cloud service of the software as well, and training and technical support as needed.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion? In favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion
Very
carried.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is contract number 2024-1645. Department is Residential Healthcare Facility. The vendor is Chem Aqua Inc., 25 Gillette Lane, Casanova, New York, 13035. The estimated amount, $35,860. Estimated term, 2/1/24 to 1/31/29. The scope of service is the treatment of the closed loop potable water systems at Shaker Place. Perform mandated Department of Health Legionella sampling, clean necessary systems, perform treatments to minimize biological growth, reduce the damage from the growth. This is 100% county funded. I open the floor for comments or questions.
Hi, Mark Olson from Shaker Place. We're looking to contract with Chem Aqua. We're on a state contract to perform testing and treatment of our potable water system in the building. They come in on a quarterly basis to check the systems, collect water samples, and provide any treatment that's necessary for the system of water in the building. The annual contract amount is just over $7,000, and it is a 5-year contract.
Any other comments or questions? Any motion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Your motion is carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 2024-1656. Department is Public Works. Vendor is J&J Equipment LLC, 8913 Terrace Drive, Brewerton, New York, 13029. Estimated amount is $99,000. Estimated term is 2/1/24 to 2/1/25. The scope of service is a camera system and trailer for the culvert inspection, and this is 100% federally funded.
Yeah, this is exciting. So we're getting to use ARPA funding to invest in a camera system that's going to allow us to use a remote control camera to go through our closed drainage systems. So we'll be able to inspect them. Currently, we don't have a tool to be able to do that. So every now and again, a pothole and a sinkhole will develop in our roadway. And in order to find out what's going on down there, we have to actually dig up the road. This is going to give us a tool that we can send down into a manhole, remote control, and investigate.
Any
Yep.
other comments or questions? Entertain a motion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carried. Good luck with that.
Thanks.
Who gets to operate it?
We're going to be drawing straws for that one. Yep.
We can set the deputy county executive.
Yep.
Like remote control.
Next on the agenda is contract number 2024-1655, Department of Sewage Treatment. The vendor is Yami Air Monitoring LLC, 16 Broadway Circle, Newington, Connecticut. The estimated amount is $25,000. The estimated term is 2/15/24 to 3/15/24. Scope of service, NP incinerator retest for dioxins and furans. And this is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for council questions.
Thank you. Angelo Gaudio, Water Purification District. This is an emergency contract that we're doing at the North Plant. It's for retesting for our incinerator. Back in November, we had failed on dioxin furans, which is one of our permit constituents. We met with DEC at the end of January, and their recommendation was that we test again. So we're expediting that process to try another test. Right now, we're scheduled to do that test on February 28th, and we hope to have the results back by March 11th.
So what happens if you don't test again?
It's a great question. We're going to be sitting down with DEC again and chatting about next steps. So.
Does that mean there's some sort of breakdown that repair or something?
So we had submitted a capital improvement project which involves upgrades to our incinerator process. DEC has had that since 2022. We resubmitted again last June, and as of right now, we're looking for them to approve that project so that we can secure state funding for that. We do have a significant amount of grant money currently earmarked for that project, but it's contingent on them approving it. So this testing is kind of hopefully getting them to agree to approve the project. But those improvements are outlined in that project. And
Old facility, shall I say, right?
yeah, 74 for both facilities, so they need some attention. So. But I can certainly discuss kind of the history of the digester if you'd like to. Okay, all right.
Any other comments or questions? Take a motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 2024-1657, Department of Sewage Treatment. Vendor is Corrosion Products and Equipment, 110 Elm Grove Park, Rochester, New York, 14624. Estimated amount is $69,625. Estimated term is 2/15/24 to 8/15/24. Scope of services is a removal and installation of new epoxy tank liner for 3 polymer tanks. And this is 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Thank you. We received 3 bids in response to RFB 2024-003. Work entails replacement of liners that are failing. 2 tanks are at our south plant, and then we have 1 tank at the north plant. The old liner is basically sloughing off the walls and is getting into the polymer pumps and creating operational issues. So we're looking to have that fully removed and then replace that with an epoxy liner. The cost includes a $5,000 contingency allowances for any other unknowns that may exist inside the tanks.
Any other comments or questions? Entertain a motion. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion's carried. Next on the agenda is contract 2024-1608, Department's Economic Development, Conservation and Planning. Vendor is Hudson Valley Agribusiness Development Corporation. The estimated amount is $25,000. The estimated term is 1/1/24 to 12/31/24. The scope of services, HVADC will provide programs to county farmers and municipalities that are designed to support growth and development in agriculture and related industries by providing agribusiness, technical assistance, project planning, development services, and agricultural development support. This partnership was recommended the adopted county agricultural farmland protection plan that is budgeted in the 2024 budget, and it is 100% county funded. I'll open the floor for comments or questions.
This is an annual supporting membership with the ABC to provide services designed to support development and growth of agricultural industries in the county.
Further comments or questions? Entertain a motion. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstention? Motion's carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 2024-1638. Department of Children, Youth and Families. Vendors IMA Systems LLC. Estimated amount is $22,000. Estimated term is 1/1/24, 12/31/24. Scope of services, subscription and license agreement for operation of patient and billing software. It's 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments and questions.
Nicole Ward, Deputy Commissioner for the Department for Children, Youth, and Families. This is the software system that we use for our children mental health system. We kind of piggyback off of the adult mental health system. This is also what they use. It'll document progress notes for patients and billing for claims.
Other comments or questions? Okay, motion? Motion. In favor? Aye. Any opposed? Abstention? Motion's carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 2024-1637, Department of Service for Physically Handicapped Children. Vendors James McGinnis and Associates. Estimated amount is $27,996. Estimated term is 4/1/24 to 3/31/25. Scope of services, software and support for third-party insurance billing pertaining to the preschool/related services program. 100% county funded. I now open the floor for comments and questions.
Nicole Ward from DCYF. This again is a system that we use to navigate the rules and regulations for the preschool education system. It helps us to get maximum reimbursement and again to submit claims to get the reimbursements that we are entitled to.
Other comments or questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Abstention? Motion's carried. Next on the agenda is contract number 2024-1642, Department of Children, Youth, and Families. Vendors St. Anne's Institute. Estimated amount is $30,000. Estimated term is 4/1/24 to 3/31/25. Scope services and specialized independent living skill services as per the Chafee Act for 20 slots at a monthly cost of $2,500 and a total contract not to exceed $30,000. Now this is broken down into 3 fiscal impacts. The county will pick up 8% this year. The state will pick up 12%. The federal government will pick up 80%. And now open the floor for comments and questions.
This is an agreement with St. Anne's. It's really to bridge children that are in the foster care system going from DCYF into possibly the adult system, working with these kids to find housing, make sure that they have all their documents that they need before they leave our system, and just really hopefully get them out of that at-risk pool that they find themselves in for being foster youth.
Any other comments or questions? Any other motion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion's carried. And the last item on the agenda for today is contract number 2024-1679, Department of Information Services. Vendors ECC Technologies, Inc. The estimated amount is $27,400. Estimated term is 12/24 to 12/31/24. Scope of services, technical assistance for broadband, RFP development, including address verification, RFP preparation, RFP evaluation. This fiscal impact is 100% of the county. I now open the floor for comments or questions.
Good afternoon. First of all, I want to thank everybody for letting this get on the agenda. It did come in late, but it's something that we really want to get started as soon as possible. So thank you to the board, thank you to DMV staff for making that happen. This is the next step in our efforts to address the issue of unserved areas of the county in terms of broadband and internet. We are seeking to prepare an RFP that will allow ISPs, internet service providers, to bid on different areas of the county to expand their networks. And that's something that could lead to direct support from the county for implementation projects through ARPA funding, or prepare bids for the much more substantial state funding, which is starting to roll out, that came down as part of ARPA and the bipartisan infrastructure bill. It's through something called the State's Connect All initiative. So these are very technical RFPs that need to be done a certain way in order to be eligible for that funding. So it's necessary to bring on an expert in the field to assist with the development and review of the RFP, and ECC was the lowest responsive bidder for this process. So happy to answer any questions.
So is this all federal money?
In terms of this particular contract, this is county funded to do this portion. It's to put us in a position to access federal funding for the actual implementation of projects.
Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion's carried. I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn the contract administration board meeting at 4:30 p.m.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Contract administration board meeting is adjourned. Thank you.